Good morning once again. We would look at today on creating shapes or actually extracting shapes from smart arts in the PowerPoint. We know that there are very innovative smart arts that are available, and a lot of times what happens when I'm creating presentations is that I love a certain shape or I love a certain format which I'm not able to find in a given existing set of list of auto shapes. For example, if I look at this funnel, or if I look at this gear change, and I like these gears a lot, and a lot of times that when I need to create aspects or different points for a particular presentation slide, I love to use these so that if I need to put in 6 points, I will use this, and if I need to put in multiple points, then I may want to use this one. Also, this funnel is a great piece of innovation that I can use. Also, this arrow, because this arrow is not available as such, and it's a good way of representing some things, and a lot of times I can use just this simple arrow. Similarly, circle arrow process is another one wherein I get these two very unique arrows, as well as this one circle which I cannot find in my auto shape. So what I can do is I'll start using this and show you how I build something out of it. Once you have the auto shape here, of course what you could do is format it, or you could also format it later. So you could take the auto shape as is and choose the convert to shapes option from the design menu. Once you convert it to shapes, then the smart art has been converted into a shape, and then I right click and use the group option to ungroup all of them. So all the objects within that smart art are now ungrouped for using individually. So I can now pull these pieces apart and I can use this. If I select them all, there are some text pieces which I can delete. Now, as you can see, they're all can be used as independent objects, which is your the auto shape. And as you can see, all of them again have their individual yellow handlers. So I will not work with these two arrows, but work with this half circle, semicircle, whatever you can say. And I can customize this, for example, so I can thicken this width, I can increase or decrease this width, and so on and so forth. So suppose I format this and I say I need it to be of pink color, and I want to build in a shadow here, and let me give it a bevel here. Okay, and so that's it. So let me just stay with this as such, and suppose this is a representation of say 50. So this is 50%, and I do Control D and duplicate this, and I increase the size and say this is on 1% more, and I change the color, and then I Control D, duplicate it further, and I change the color of the auto shape, and I change the size. Again, do a Control D, change the color and change the size like this, and so on. And therefore I could actually build a nice percentage or incremental or the share of any given aspect or a set of aspects that I want to discuss on a slide. It's a very interesting way of showcasing. Further, also what I can do is, suppose I want to superimpose these, and so I bring them on top of each other, but I send the largest one to back, and the younger one or the lesser one, I kind of put it like this. I'm so sorry. Alright, so this is the lesser one. Then I bring bring to front the still lesser one, but I reduce the size still further, and then I bring it here, and I bring it to front, and I further reduce the size. Now this is a very interesting way of so I format it and I align the bottom, and this is it, and suddenly I have a very different way of presenting something. So you could build any of these things that you want to, depending on what is the final effect that you want to bring. Similarly, if I have a smart art, which is, for example, we have a lot of picture related smart arts. So one is, of course, that I could go from a picture option, because otherwise when you crop a picture, it's only going to be horizontally or vertically cropped. But from here I can also go and choose a picture. So suppose this is one picture that I have, then I have another image, and I have another image, and these are some of the images that I want, but I want them cropped in this horizontal manner, in this hexagonal manner, and so I say convert to shapes. Now I have this as one group of objects, but they are being cropped, so I do an ungroup, and suddenly what I have is images which have been cropped in hexagonal shape, and I can delete the rest of them and carry forward with these shapes. Of course, what I could do is I could remove the outline from there. I could build in whatever effects I wanted to build in, and kind of get away with whatever I needed to do with them as a set of pictures. So you could explore more options, more smart art smart art options from here, and figure out which shape you want to draw out of it.